So Jacob almost burned down the bar that we worked at. So we both work at a barcade.
It's an exaggeration to begin with.
The fire fucking fighters showed up.
Yeah.
And the whole building had to be evacuated.
Yeah. So Robert trained me at a new position.
So, okay, first off, we both work, if you're new to the podcast, we both work at Uptown, which is a awesome barcade.
Yes.
Jacob's a game tech, and I work in the kitchen. So he's higher than me.
Yeah. I'd say I'm a little higher in the pecking order, but like also now I'm still a game tech, but also now I'm doing other things at the bar.
To fill hours, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm also working in the kitchen now, which Robert trained me in this past week.
Yes, so he came into my territory, which is nice because I'm like, hey, I know how to fucking run this jungle.
It was really fun to see you be really good at something.
Dude, when I'm good at something, I like to.
Yeah, like that was like the highlight of it, is watching you actually like know a kitchen. It was really fun.
Well, because I've been there for, which is wild, I think like 8 months.
Yeah, which
is insane.
Doesn't seem right, but yeah.
Yeah, I'd been there for a while because time distortion, space is the place, you know? But like, and I've been starting to open more, which is, I like it way better than closing. Mm-hmm. But I'm just like, I used to work in a bakery, so I know how to be efficient and I know how to do things. And it's just like, let's get shit done, you know? So I was training him in the kitchen, you know, teaching him how to chop vegetables, teaching him how to prep a lot of shit, which is most of what we do is just pouring it into plastic containers
and just throwing it on dough.
Yes,
that's it.
And then I taught him how to roll out dough, which that's the
hardest part.
It's kind of tricky.
Actually doing like the weird like Italian of tossing it in the air.
And then like some places don't roll their crust. We roll our crusts, you know, just to have a little design, and that's like a weird technique.
Yeah, that's something I'm not good at yet.
But I've been doing it for a while. That it's just muscle memory, and I can do it super fast. But it takes a while. Mm-hmm. But then I showed him how to do toppings. And then cooking it is a little weird too because of like the spinning motion.
So the first time I touched the oven, I burnt the fuck out of my hand.
Yeah,
like it is peeling right now.
I have the
same
exact
scar,
same burn. Yeah, because it's like where you grab it, the oven touches your thumb.
No, the first time I touched the oven, and like it hurt all day. I kept having to try and not talk about it.
It sucks.
Because it was like, I want to be like such a bitch though.
Well, dude, I remember one of my first days, I think it was when I was working alone for the first time. So we put our pizzas like on these like cooking trays, and then we take the trays off to cook the bottom of the crust a little bit. And so we throw the trays on top of the oven, and then we use the trays to roll dough out. But I literally popped a pizza in the oven, took the tray out, threw it on top, and then went to roll a dough and grabbed the one I just pulled out. So it's like 550 degrees. Grabbed it with my thumb. And I was wearing gloves.
Yeah.
And I had a fucking burn on my thumb for weeks. Dude.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
It hurt so fucking bad. And I was just like, I was wearing gloves and I was like, don't take the glove off. Sure. Like, I was like,
I do love that that's how you deal with any injury. It's just, I'm not going to look at it.
Don't look at it. Yeah. I'm just going to wait till it calms down.
Because then it's real.
Yeah. Well, because I wait till it calms down because like your endorphins and shit. I feel like if I were to if I seriously get injured and look at it, I'll like start freaking out.
Sure.
Like if I see a bone, which has never happened, but if I see a bone, I feel like I would be like, oh fuck. I mean, and then maybe pass out.
That's fair. That might be best.
Yeah. So just don't look at it. Wear the glove. So I was teaching him in the kitchen.
I was doing okay.
We were doing pretty good, and we were getting towards the end of the shift, you know, and so we were just making pizzas. We were hanging out. I'm pretty good at what I do, so I do it fast. So we were like fucking around earlier in the day. We played some NFL Street. That was fun.
Yeah.
Kicked his ass in it. That game's fun, dude.
Yeah.
But we were cooking pizza, and one pizza fell apart in the oven, which happens occasionally, especially when new people are working.
I didn't put this was a pizza I made.
Yes.
But I didn't put it in.
I was the one operating the oven.
Yes.
But a pizza fell apart in the oven, which happens if you do too much toppings, or like if the crust is too thin, or like if you pull it out and it's not ready.
Sure.
You know, just there's a lot of variables, but it fell apart in the oven, which sucks. So then it's ruined. And then they were so far in the back that I was like trying to scrape it out and I couldn't get some of it. So I was like, I'll just let it cook. So it's easier to like fucking. And I had another pizza in there, so I was like, well, maybe I'll cook this meat pizza and then clean it up after. But then it started smoking like crazy. And we have had smokeouts before, and it's fine.
But afterwards, we found out that the exhaust fume thing, the exhaust vent overhead was not sucking air out.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So that is for sure what happened.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
And I worked the next day with and we tested it and it said on, and he like took some toilet paper and like there was no suction.
Sure.
Like, so there's like no exhaust fan, and we work in a hallway. The kitchen is a hallway.
Yeah, I mean, maybe even smaller.
Yeah, it's small as fuck. So it started smoking out, which we have a fan in there, and I was like, it would be fine. But then it just kept smoking, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the fire alarm went off. Like it was like beep beep. And I was like,
had
oh,
the bright light flashing.
oh shit. I was like, I've never had that happen.
And we were still back there for a while trying to just take care of it until our manager comes back and kicks us out of the kitchen.
She's like, I'm sorry, but we have to evacuate the building.
Like, even though we know what the issue is, we have to leave.
Because the fire department got called and they have to come. So literally the bar like had been open for 45 minutes.
Yeah. And then everyone in the bar gets kicked out.
And what's wild is this bar is in a building and there's other things in the building. And there was a wedding rehearsal dinner happening above us in a space. Yeah. So they had to get evacuated too. And
there were kids crying.
It was so funny, dude.
There was a minister who was very angry at us. The minister
was just like, God damn it. Yeah. He like was trying to go back in and we were like, no one's allowed in the building.
And the firefighters were pissed for some reason.
But also the firefighters didn't know what they were doing.
No, and also like, it's just like, something got burnt and that set off the alarms and they just couldn't understand that.
I was like, I know what happened and I know what caused it. And so I shut off the oven and dude, but no joke, the fire alarms went off. We were outside for 30 minutes. Like the entire, like everything was shut down and that's the first time apparently it's happened before. Cause like, people sometimes vape in our bar.
And if you vape once in that bar, it sets off the alarm for some reason. It's ridiculous.
Because the bar in Des Moines is built in a historical building. Yeah. So it's a super old building. So like everything's very sensitive.
Which why the fuck are we in there?
I don't know. It sucks because we can't do anything to fix it because it's historic. Walls, yeah. So like if anybody vapes, it sets it off. There's a few corners that you can vape in.
Oh, is there?
That I know about. Okay. I'm not a vapor, but I figured it out. There's one in the kitchen. But yeah, the entire building got evacuated and we're just like hanging there and I kept going, fucking new guy.
No, literally our manager, because also I know a lot of the higher ups because I've dealt with them because I work several different parts of the company. One of them literally emails our managers like, it was Jacob training tonight. I'm like, God fucking damn it. Like, so now the whole company knows.
Yeah. And everybody was like, well, Jacob's new in the kitchen. It's his fault.
I even put it in or take it out.
Yeah. It's just something that happens occasionally.
Just sucks that it happened then.
It also was wild because like I haven't had a pizza fall apart on me in so long. And then the day I train you, one falls apart and I'm just like, God.
Immediately too.
Just like, God damn it. And luckily it was just a cheese pizza.
Yeah, that's true.
Like sometimes we make like fully loaded, like we did make like a mac and cheese pizza and that's like heavy as hell. Cheese is
that
like
would burn for a while.
Or like we make a Mona Lisa pizza, which is like a vegetarian pizza and there's like tomatoes, green peppers, artichokes.
Someone just stinks.
And then like the base of it is garlic oil.
Sure.
And so even when you cook that pizza normally, it burns a little bit because of the garlic.
Okay.
So if that were to fall apart, dude, the smoke would have been like dark. And I've had a few times where like it's still edible, but like the crust will start to burn a little bit because of the garlic.
But it gets bad.
And like it hurts my eyes because the smoke's so bad.
Okay.
So
well, we have our next shift on Saturday.
Man, I think it's just us.
Yeah, see how that goes.
Dude, it's kind of fun to be like, hey, this is my world.
Yeah, no, I enjoy being trained by you.
Because I've been kind of shadowing Game Tech for a while.
Yeah.
Which is fun. I haven't done that in a long time, but like we went on the road together and then I started working in the shop. That was fun. It's just fun to see like all the sides of how the pig is processed. You know?
Sure, yeah. Also, it's interesting to see what you do day to day for the company versus what I do day to day for the company.
It is wild because like I just work I work behind the bar in a hallway. No one can see it. And like I just pop out fresh pizza. So nobody really knows what happens.
Yeah, what you're doing back there. And then, someone just tells me a game's down. Then I just go poke at it for a while.
You just go poke at it. I'm like, I don't know what you're doing. You don't know what I'm doing. But now we both know. And it's
Things
fun.
Are done. Yeah.
It is really fun because I'm so good at my job that I've been getting a lot of reading done.
That is nice, yeah.
I work tomorrow and Wednesday during the day, and dude, I'll probably get all my shit done in 2 hours and just read. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be nice, dude. But Jacob almost burned down where we work,
but I didn't even cause it.
we almost were unemployed
and ruined a wedding.
But this is the Moist Monday podcast. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the Moist Monday podcast. How's everyone doing? Happy freaking tail end of November.
Jesus Christ.
I can't remember exactly, but I think we're getting close to Thanksgiving.
I hate that.
Yeah. Is your tummy feeling full, empty? So you getting ready to getting ready to get some turkey in it? Yeah, this year's been fucking nuts. Dude. I can't believe it's the holidays already.
Well, I think a big part of it is that this whole year had the October deadline of the wedding.
Oh, yes.
And like, because we got engaged like last March.
Yeah, you had a year and a half. Yeah.
May or something. Yeah.
He still doesn't know.
I don't remember.
We even did it on the show.
I think
Listeners
I think it was
know.
March. It's fine. But either way,
It's fine.
Like,
You're married. You did it.
I know when we got married.
Yeah. You don't have to remember the engagement date anymore.
No.
Because it's the wedding date now.
I don't think, yeah. It's going to be weird like when we stop.
10-5, right?
Yeah. It's going to be weird when we stop caring about like our anniversary of when we started dating.
Because that doesn't, once you're married, I feel like that.
That's like
After a few years, I feel, yeah.
Because that's like 3 weeks before the wedding is when we started dating.
Okay, so it was kind of close, though.
Yeah, because we started on like the 15th of September, I think.
You're going to be that couple where it's like married 10, together for 15.
I don't know. Because also like that's kind of part of it.
It is part of it.
Like just to say we've been, like if someone asks, oh, how long have you been married? Less than or just a couple months. But we've been together 4 years.
Well, yeah. Because most people don't meet and then get married.
What? Anyone married, that's how it goes usually.
No, but no, what I mean, like, it's not the opposite. Most people don't just meet and get married unless you're in Vegas.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. But I got inspired from the last couple episodes.
Well, I have not, even though I've talked a lot of things I want to do.
So last episode or the episode before, I can't remember, you did a list of life improvements.
Yep, I've not followed them well.
And then also a few episodes ago, you also talked about the 9 delights.
Which sometimes I follow.
So I decided to make a list of year-end goals for me.
This year is end?
Yes.
Okay.
So as today of filming, there's 51 days left of the year.
That's a lot of days.
7 weeks.
Okay. What are we doing?
And I got my notebook, so it's written down in a thing. I have 15 goals.
All right. I'll try to join in
for
on
the end of the year.
these that are applicable.
Some of them are pretty easy. It's all about consistency, and some of them are going to be a little tough.
Okay.
So 2024 end of year goals for me. Number two.
Weird place to start, but let's hear it.
Number one. Start with number one. Goal by the end of the year is read 2 books.
Okay.
So I've already read one. I'm already halfway through another. I'm not counting Chaos as one of them.
Say you make that plan after you've finished one book.
So I'm going to finish this Kurt Cobain biography, which I'm already halfway through, and then read another one.
Okay,
I get 51 days to do it. It's easy.
Now that you're reading at work, you
that should be
definitely
easy.
do that.
Read 2 books. That should be easy.
I would like to read one book this year.
That's what when you're listed, it's like you gotta have a number.
Yeah.
Tangible. And like on mine, dude, I have like fucking graphs and shit so I can follow it.
All right.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not a big reader anymore. I liked audiobooks.
I'm getting back into it.
I would like to try to get back into it, so I'm gonna give myself one real book I would like to read.
I'm just trying to chip through the books that I own.
Sure.
Because I own so many. And
own so
But then
many.
also when I run out of those, like
I'll start giving you some of
but
my
also like
weird
I don't
ones.
even know like what types of books I like. Like how do you go to the bookstore and be like, because bookstores are massive.
I like nonfiction.
Okay.
I don't really need just like a random book unless it's like
story,
I do like Stephen King books, I guess, because
Okay.
also I
Stephen
like
King would
him
be
as
fun,
a writer.
But I feel like I read a lot of nonfiction because like I read a lot of biographies or like things about things.
I mean, I have a lot of like alien incidents.
That
I
would
have
be
a lot of
fun,
like
dude.
cryptid books. Like I have a whole book on Bigfoot.
But,
Like,
like,
I haven't read
is
any
that
of
just-
them.
Is it just all conspiracy shit?
Yeah. No,
it has to be.
I have a book. What's it called? It's a hard book. It's called something like "This Isn't How Anything Is," but it's exactly what it is. Something like that. The entire point of the book is to be like, "Hey, none of this is true, but I'm gonna show you how all of these things link together."
But it's not true.
And they just weave together like conspiracy theories and explain how they're all connected. But like they keep saying like it's not true.
But you're like, but you proved
Yeah,
it.
I read like half of it when I was in
Is it
college.
fascinating?
I think so. It got me onto a lot of my favorite conspiracy theories.
I feel like that's a book where it's like you start becoming a conspiracy theorist.
yeah, it's like an intro to that.
yeah.
that's
Intro
where-
to Conspiracy 101.
Because I was walking around, like it's one of the biggest bookstores of all time. It's in Portland. Fuck, what is that one called?
Oh, shit.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
It's like the size of like a Target.
Damn, but it's all
No,
a
it's
bookstore?
probably no. It's like 3 stories Target. Yeah.
And it's just a straight bookstore. That's
Yeah. Just a second.
Damn, I didn't know Portland had that. That's really cool.
Powell's. Yeah, I thought so.
Powell's.
It is fucking ginormous. They had a whole like it's all the because also all the shelves are like library height where it's like ridiculous size.
Do they have the cool? My favorite thing, and I've always wanted to
One
own
of those
it.
ladders?
One of the ladders with the
Dude,
wheels.
I wanna put one of those in
dude,
there.
I love those so much.
That'll be our spring project to install one of those.
Dude,
That'd be sick.
then you can see me in my prime.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love fucking building shit, dude. It's dude. That would be so fun if we just got like a Saturday. We just go out and get a bunch of
It
lumber.
probably wouldn't be that hard. Yeah.
Well, it'd be easy to get the shelves, but then doing the rolling thing might be a little tough.
You probably just need to put a good sized groove in the shelf and like really support it.
Yeah, really support it. And then,
Like,
but also with your house though, I feel like you
It
don't
would
have
really roll one way.
but also you don't have normal studs.
Fair.
And also I feel like your floor's not even.
Yeah.
So
No,
like
that-
I wonder how that would work because it might be like wavy.
Yeah. So
But if
you'd
it's
have
only
to-
2 wheels, yeah, it might be a little weird.
I think it's still doable.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it's called Powell's Bookstore. And like it's so massive that it had an entire row just called Conspiracy Theory.
An entire row.
Yeah, so I was just going up and down that and I chose like 4 books from that.
Damn, I feel like you could spend hours in that bookstore.
It's really incredible. They have a really good online store too. And like it is still a not like small bookstore, but it's still just a privately like
Like
thing.
a family owned kind of.
Maybe not family owned,
But it's
but
not,
like
it's not a Barnes and Noble.
yes, it is a standalone,
not a corporate.
incredible. Because I remember when like the pandemic started, my sister sent me a link to them because she's like, "Hey, if you want to buy books during this, instead of using Amazon,
Support them.
This bookstore has everything you could possibly need, and you're supporting a bookstore."
I would like to do that when I start buying books again.
I
Instead of-
try to
instead
buy
of,
them
like-
in person. Yeah,
instead of like going to like Barnes and Noble or something, go to like. But sometimes I buy vinyl Barnes.
Fuck,
Barnes and Noble.
yeah, I do use Barnes and Noble for most of
I
my
mean,
books.
it is. They have a big selection.
The layout is so nice.
I know, and it's like I can find stuff really quick.
Do you ever go to a bookstore and there's like it's random,
And you're just like,
"Are-
God damn
I'm not
it."
gonna do shit.
But also,
then.
the only time I go to bookstores and the only time I ever have in my life is I'm buying books for other people for Christmas.
Sure.
And I have a list. And I'm like looking for this specific book.
So you have to go to find somebody to look it up.
So it's like way easier to go to Barnes and Noble to find it.
That's true.
Than go to like a mom and pop.
And it sucks because it's even easier to use Amazon.
I know, and it's like, God, I want to support local.
Yeah.
But that's not on my list for the rest
Okay.
of the year. Next up, take meds every day.
Please do.
Starting today, took them.
Okay.
First time.
How you feeling?
First time I've taken them since before your wedding.
Stop. I'm so fucking stressed about both of you all the fucking
I got
time.
this calendar.
Yeah.
7.5 weeks, and I put a little X on it. So I took my meds today for the first time since before your wedding.
Please do.
Yeah. I remember I was on a good kick before your wedding, and then
So you stop taking.
but I stopped taking them because I couldn't swallow. Remember?
That's what started.
Yeah, that's when
That one missed day.
yeah, because I missed a day.
So
and-
day of my wedding is when you stopped taking them.
Yeah.
And it took you how long to go crazy?
couple weeks. Withdrawal, baby.
Until you had to shave your head
Yeah.
because you could not handle the world.
I think I look good. I like my look better. I'm more comfortable with myself now.
I do think it is better. Now you just need to like learn or figure something else out to add to it. I think now because it would be so easy to add an extra step. That'd be fun.
yeah, I feel like I need to like update my wardrobe or something.
If you could have like one good jacket, I think that could be a game changer.
I'll just get a head tattoo.
You should. I'll
Just
tattoo your head
a
right
giant arrow.
now. You're gonna go Avatar on
Avatar.
it. A show you've never seen. Like I just thought it looked cool.
Well, I got it because I'm just moving forward. I'm just moving
What's
forward.
Avatar? The blue people? They have arrows on them? It's just pretend that you've never heard
Oh,
of
the
it.
guy who made Terminator? Didn't he make Avatar? But take meds every day. Made a calendar for that. This next one.
You made a calendar for it.
Well, yeah, because it's like 7 days a week.
Okay.
I got 11.
You have a calendar.
18, 20. But this is so I do keep track of it on my phone, but,
Yeah.
but I like the paper. I like the paper in the notebook.
Don't you have a paper calendar?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I used to. Now I use Google Calendar now, which is super nice. This next one is tough because I'm starting cold turkey with it.
Okay.
And it's not alcohol.
Okay.
Because I'm drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
But I did it today, but I'm no more. Today one. Today, day one.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
No, one day or day one.
For the rest of the year, 51 days, no porn.
Why?
I'm cutting it out, baby.
All right.
I deleted Reddit off my phone.
You're just gonna forget what people look like now that you're home alone.
I just think I need to take a break
That is fair.
because I feel like it's like kind of now that I've deleted social media, I feel like I've been watching more porn.
Sure. And that is
and
terrifying.
now I'm just like the only social interaction I'm seeing is naked women. That's not good.
That could probably
that's
fuck
not
you up,
good.
yeah.
That's not good mentally. Yeah, so I'm
God,
cutting it out for the rest of the year.
So you're just gonna get really into movies with tits in them,
I'm just
maybe, and you're just like, it's cinema.
it's gonna be tough because it's like since I can remember, that's how I fall asleep. You know, that's how I go to
Sure.
bed.
No, it is an issue. I've thought about like really making an effort to stop, because it's like nights when Izzy's gone, and like I trick myself into thinking that porn is a treat when that happens. It is, but like it's really not.
No, you don't like doing it.
Well, and also like by like the second or third time, I'm just putting points on the board. Like there's no fucking point for it.
And also like
I'm doing fucking just buzzer beat offs. So it's like bam, bam, bam. It's like I'm doing it as fast as possible for no fucking reason.
Because you don't want to be doing it. That's why you're trying to get it done with.
But then I'm just like laying there afterwards, and be like, all right.
Yeah, you feel
now
gross.
What?
Well, it sucks because like my work schedule and school schedule is all weird. So like I'll be working on like editing, and I'm just like, well, I'm gonna go jack off in the middle of the afternoon, and then that turns into taking a nap, and then it just ruins my day.
Yeah, those naps are bad. You wake up real gross.
Yeah, you wake up just like.
Yeah, you sit up and just feel the crust break.
Yeah, and you're just like, God damn, you're just half naked.
Yeah,
it sucks, dude. I mean, and I'm just like, I think it'd be nice to take a cleanse, especially without social media. So for the next 51 days, that's a lot.
Yeah,
but I think that's a big one. I think mentally I'm gonna feel a lot better.
Sure.
Like I'm gonna feel like cleaner.
But like also at this point with how the rest of the world works, you will like be turning into a different type of human.
I know,
which is weird
because I'm not going to be on the internet.
Yeah, like for like really much of anything.
No,
yeah.
I'm going to become like a fucking hermit.
Yeah, or just like you're gonna like take a hard guru turn, and I'm not ready for it.
But dude,
you're gonna stop teaching me shit. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, because I'm gonna start reading.
Oh fuck, I'm gonna give you one of my weird books.
I feel like I am on the verge of like turning into a weird adult.
Do you feel like, has it already set in a little bit? You see everybody else and you're like, I'm better than them.
100%. Yeah. Dude, every time.
Fuck, I want that feeling again though.
Because like I'm on my phone less. I put my phone away, and it's so
look at them all.
It's so nice, especially when I'm at work and people are just bored and they're scrolling through social media. I'm just like.
But you're still bored.
Yeah, I'm bored too. Yeah, but I just look at them and I'm like,
you're bored just without any entertainment, which is probably better for somebody than constant entertainment.
Yeah, but I'm like bored looking at them, and I'm just like, man, I'm better than you. Yeah. Like I'm starting to get that mentality.
Sure,
because you're just mindlessly scrolling through bullshit. You don't care.
I fucking when you're working on something in the basement, I kept catching myself like pulling my phone, like scrolling Facebook. I'm like, there's nothing in here for me.
Yeah, there's nothing to be looking at.
Or
you've seen it all.
Or I just want a better thing to look at.
Yeah,
but I don't know what that would be. Like, I'm not gonna scroll through like just modern art.
It's like, yeah, you're just looking for something that catches your attention. Because even though like it's so wild, and I've noticed it because I've been on social media for probably 2.5 weeks now, which feels fucking great. Do you think that has helped? Honestly, oh, dude, 100%.
Okay,
100%. Like
what? Yeah, what has that done for you? Do you feel like
loneliness is like? I'm obviously still lonely.
Yeah,
the feeling's there, but it's not as strong,
like apparent.
Because like when you're sad and depressed and lonely, and you're scrolling through social media, it fucking makes it 100 times worse.
I could see that.
But now I'm like, oh, I'm feeling lonely. Let me fucking play a video game, or let me like go on a walk, or let me do something, and then it's just like instead of just like I feel great.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, because I do so much on the internet, it's nice to be removed.
That is fair. You do a lot.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to figure out how I can lessen.
How you can balance it, yeah.
Because I don't want to get rid of everything, but I should start using it less.
I mean, you can set limits on your phone, like time limits and stuff.
That'd be interesting.
I know some people do that. But then you can just hit a button and be like 5 more minutes or whatever.
Sure. Because also, like, if I'm at work and I'm bored for a second, I scroll Facebook. It's not like I would rather be doing something else while at work. During a moment of like, ooh, I have a second to myself. That's what I do. That's like the weird part is like when I have little lulls where I'm like waiting for something. Yeah.
Or like, and I could scroll. So then I'm like, I just kind of stand there.
But like,
because
standing there probably isn't the worst thing for you either.
Nice because it's like I'm thinking, I'm using my brain. But it is weird because I work in the kitchen, especially when I'm working alone and I'm cooking a pizza. I'll put a pizza in for 3 minutes and then I'm just waiting for 3 minutes. Mm-hmm. Used to just scroll through Instagram, and now I'm just kind of standing there, just like because it's not enough time. It's not enough time to open a book and read it.
Sure,
so it's like
time to ponder.
So I just like I pace.
Okay,
and I'm just like or listen to music and I'm like vibing to music.
Sure,
and it's kind of finding I'm finding like inner peace within myself.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
I feel like I'm going to become an old man in the shack.
You're going to get weird. Yeah.
Where it's just
I'm here for it.
Yeah. And he just, man, that guy's been alone for 40 years.
You should still try to find somebody if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be nice, but I'm kind of working on myself now.
But also like, it
is going to be weird though if when I do start dating or being like, I don't have social media, like.
Yeah. But also like, I feel like that's so respectable. But also
that might be like a green flag.
Maybe.
Where people are like, oh, that's kind of, this guy doesn't have social media.
It's not like you're hard to get in contact with.
No, you can easily contact. But also, my accounts are still active.
Sure.
So you can see what I used to do.
Sure. And you can add some, you can still change your profile
I can still
picture.
post shit if I want to.
Yeah.
You know? Which I probably will eventually on the computer. Because that's why I post for Game of Grid and Moist Mondays, just on the computer. Which is so nice because I literally, when I was posting for like the projects on my phone back in the day, I would get distracted by posts.
Sure.
And then I would be like, oh shit, I was posting.
Yeah.
And then I would just spend fucking 30 minutes posting about an episode instead of 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You know?
Fuck yeah.
You just get distracted easily.
And like also like, because just the thing with me is I'm trying to think of like what I would rather be doing in those little moments, but also doing nothing kind of sounds nice.
It is kind of nice. It's peaceful. But it is wild how those little moments stack because like just looking at a watch on my phone, it started by like 2 hours.
Sure.
So it's like, yeah, those little moments stack up, and it's like, damn, that's 2 hours of.
Also, I'll do fucking 2 hours of scrolling at times.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, like on a weekday, like, and I get home, but he's at work 5 to 7.
You're just
nothing.
on the couch. Yeah, that sucks.
Where honestly, I'd rather be on the couch playing a video game or watching a movie
or doing. So it's really.
Yeah.
So I've been getting better at just now that nothing's on my phone.
Long form media
is just like, dude, if I'm doing something, like if I'm gonna watch a movie or if I do it at work a lot. My phone will just be away. Like, and I'll just check it. Like yesterday, I was at the studio for Game Off the Grid, and I was there. I got there at 9 a.m. Worked for like 8 hours there.
Jesus.
And I literally had my phone, put it on the table, and then we went and played like zombies for 2 hours. The phone was still on the table. Like it wasn't even in my pocket, and I was just like, I'll check it when I check it. And it was nice.
I mean, yeah, because
I was just in the moment, hanging out with Wes. We were having a few beers and just playing zombies and chit chatting. And then a few times he'd pull out his phone, and I'm just like,
I'm better than you.
But he was like, I mean, I don't know if it's better, but he was like, checking fantasy football, and
I mean, that's
he doesn't do
something.
social media. But
yeah, I mean, like I wouldn't get mad at someone for doing like that kind of shit
because we had football and stuff. But it was kind of nice. It's kind of freeing just to like do your own thing and be like, I'll see you when I see it.
Well, because also like the only person I talk to daily is you and Izzy.
Yeah, same. So it's like I don't need it.
I feel like you talk to Izzy almost daily too.
Oh no, same. It's mostly you.
Yeah,
and then occasionally Wes.
Yeah,
I probably talk to Izzy maybe once a week.
Oh sure, because I bet she's like in your top 5 of most talked to.
I mean, we're probably best friends on Snapchat.
Probably
because I don't Snapchat. It's like my sisters.
Yeah, and then me.
Yeah,
and then her.
I think you're my best friend.
Probably. You and Izzy often fight for it. It depends if her
You're
and I have a
photos.
day together, and then I'm talk to you that day.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus if you and I have a day together, and then I talk to her
because she's at work.
Yeah.
So I deleted Reddit. No porn for the rest of the year.
That's the scary one.
It's gonna be tough.
I mean, you could always just Google the word boobs and something will come up.
It's just gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be. I think the first week's gonna be the hardest.
Sure.
And then once I get out of my system,
I've heard of guys doing it and loving it.
yeah, I think it is better for you mentally.
So are you saying no porn? Or are you going to jerk off to cinema and imagination?
I'm no porn. And if I'm like, because most of the time when I do watch porn, I'm not even like horny. Like
that's a very good point.
I start watching it and then get horny and then jack off.
It's like almost like
it's like I'm
bored and boobs could help with boredom.
Exactly.
But now I'm like, well, I guess I'm horny.
It's not like I'm like, oh damn, I need it.
Yeah, because it's not even the like emotional, like almost like bestial horny. It's more like manufactured of, oh, I saw enough boobs to get me there.
Exactly. So
now I might as well take care of it.
We'll see what happens when I watch movies and shit.
Sure, yeah. You'll get really into like, what is it, like early 2000s comedies.
Oh yeah, where there's just nipples.
Girls take their tops off for no fucking reason.
I just start buying physical Girls Gone Wild.
That would be a wild turn for you. Dude,
no, I'm not, because that's porn. That counts as porn.
That's fair. But like last time I went to like a like sex shop, there is a huge porn section and there's a dude just going up and down it.
That's wild.
I'm just like,
I wonder if he doesn't have internet.
Does he just not know about what we...
Or maybe he like fully appreciates it. The art
he's
piece.
just a hipster.
Yeah,
it's like walking around a record store, I guess.
Yeah, he's like, I only consume my porn on
I like paying for it.
The next one.
Speaking of which, I just remembered my other news article for you.
Oh,
Yeah, but we'll get to that later.
okay, we'll get to that later. I have a few fun goals on here,
Okay.
just because it's like, hey, you got to have fun with your time.
Yeah.
So for the end of the year goal, I want to beat Alan Wake,
Okay.
which is a survival horror game I started, and I think it's, I don't know, maybe a 10-hour game.
Okay.
So, and I'm probably 2 hours into it, so that's doable.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be fun to I like beating video games.
That's what I think I'm kind of missing too right now is with my mindless video games is I kind of want a goal because I recently started the Uncharted series.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'm gonna play through the first 4.
I've dabbled with those, but never beaten them.
I've beaten 1, 2, 3, and then I've never played 4, but I think I own it. But I remember
4's the one on PS4, right?
Yeah, well, I think maybe 3 and 4.
And then 1 and 2 were PS3.
I think the first one was a launch title.
For PS3, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can picture the
it
PS3
had a little
box.
disc sleeve too. It
Yeah.
didn't even have a case.
Yeah. Those games are sweet, dude. Even though Nathan Drake is a douchebag.
Is he
I hate him.
really?
It's because he's wearing fucking designer jeans.
That's fair. Yeah, his outfit is ridiculous.
Like,
I
it's
mean,
like
he's
you're-
more of a modern Indiana Jones.
But you're
still,
like
though.
playing an action game.
Yeah.
But then you're playing as Zach Baggins.
That's yeah,
You know
little
what I mean?
pretty
Like-
boy.
like,
Yeah,
you're just like, he's a
Spiked
douche.
hair,
He's
yeah.
a douchebag.
I get that.
So that would be fun. This next one should be pretty easy.
Okay,
Register for spring classes.
fair. Are you gonna just do the one
I'm
again?
gonna try and do 2 this time.
Are you gonna retake one you've taken? You're gonna have to do it eventually.
I'm gonna have to do it eventually. The classes I've dropped twice now.
Yeah. Isn't it photography?
Studio photography,
Yeah.
which should be an easy fucking class, but I've
Because
dropped it
haven't I
twice.
like helped with projects for that twice now?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to take it eventually, but I gotta register for that. It's tough because my grandpa has school money for me
Okay.
that I'm using, but it's weird because I have to pay my bill before I register for spring classes, and
Okay.
it's tough to access the funds.
Sure.
I don't know. It takes and then when I deal with my grandpa, it takes a while.
Yeah, sure.
Because he's older.
Has to tell you about the birds he spotted recently.
Yeah. Next up, I want to get this done by the end of the year. It's been on my list for a while, but I just haven't had time. Is I want to edit that wedding podcast.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
For you guys.
Which I thought should be pretty easy.
I think there's just a lot of clips, and also I'm worried about background noise.
Oh, sure.
But
Yeah.
but I'm gonna edit it to a slideshow.
Yeah. I guess I don't know how many people used it.
There was a lot of recordings. I haven't listened to any of them though.
Okay.
So I think it could be something that I could get done in a day.
Sure.
It's just gonna be a big project, and I don't know how long it's gonna be.
Sure. So also I could see people not introducing themselves on it. So you're just like, I have no idea who the fuck this is.
I doubt people did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, oh, I know that voice. And
Yeah.
then, but that's why it's gonna be a slideshow of just wedding photos.
Sure. Not the people in
Because
the.
I was like, there's no way I can find photos of this friend with you.
Or yeah, my cousin.
Yeah, I'm just like, who is this? Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. That'll be fun. Financially, next goal on my list. It doesn't sound like much, but I have zero.
Okay.
$150 in savings by the end of the year.
I mean, you've been doing hours.
I think that's doable because for the rest of the year we get paid 3 more times.
Fuck, that's
Isn't that
terrifying.
insane? Yeah.
Yeah.
We get paid 3 more times, but I think so that's on average $50 a paycheck just in savings.
That's
so
fair.
I think that's doable.
Yeah.
And then also I get, side income from YouTube and Patreon and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
$150 in savings. Next up for a fun one, finish Mad Men.
Which you were working on earlier today.
Yeah, so I'm trying to find the last season is in 2 parts, which is so fucking annoying.
That's stupid.
I own all of it except for season 7 part 2. And I'm looking for
Don't
part 2.
tell them what happens.
I got the last disc of part 1 to finish.
Okay.
This show's so good.
I've never seen any of
It's
it.
so good. So I my goal is to just finish it this year. The tough part is can I find the last season?
Sure. The part
I might just have to buy it online
Sure.
just to get
That's
my goal
fair.
done. The next one is physical activity.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, I want to do 600 push-ups.
In 52 days?
If you break that down though, it's only about 12 push-ups a day.
Oh, okay.
And today I did 40.
Jeez, okay.
So,
Good start.
but dude, it's
Good for the week.
From 0.
Yeah, to 40.
Yeah. Pretty good. But
Yeah.
also, dude, I did 2 sets of 20, and it was when I did them, I was like, "This is so fucking easy."
Yeah.
like I was getting mad at
Took
myself.
like 3 minutes.
It took no time
Even
at all.
if, yeah.
And then, like, dude, I get done and be editing and my arms were kind of like a sore and I was like, I love this feeling.
Yeah, that vein pops.
Yeah, I took my medicine, did push-ups. I was like, this is great.
Yeah,
Why can't I do this every day?
And like, it's all good things.
Yeah,
and it takes like under 5 minutes to do all of that.
That's the frustrating part. It's like, it's not hard and you mentally feel better just the 40 I did today. I was like, I physically feel better.
That's also the thing with now that you're a bald guy. If you start getting buff,
if I get buff, I just become a buff silent reader.
Fuck, that's a good venue for you. Yeah. But then also,
hello, ladies.
Yeah, but then
I have
like,
a podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the other half of it. Is you're also a podcast and YouTube gamer.
Yeah, it's just like, what is he?
You will definitely dabble every line around incel,
but not quite there.
Nope, not quite.
Yeah, so I did 40 today. I built a calendar for that.
God, you are one Ben Shapiro supercut from being the worst person ever.
But I'm on the line of being cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But hopefully his goals help. This next one applies to you.
Okay.
Record one sketch for a new peak.
We fucking need to, yeah.
So we got 51 days left in the year, counting today.
Yeah, okay.
But I think recording one sketch is easy. It'd take a day.
I mean, we only need like an hour for one sketch to be done too.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
no, because
we have one, dude. We have one that's halfway done. We just need the other person.
Yeah,
we need Jaden for it.
But also, we have not attempted in a while to get him.
Yeah, true.
But
but
once we get him, we got him.
Yeah, but like I just want to get one done.
Yeah, just so because we probably haven't this year, have we?
No, we haven't. We haven't done anything this year. I think earlier in the year we did potty bag.
Sure. Yeah.
And that
you
was
had that car.
And that was one take.
Yeah.
Took us 10 minutes.
Yeah. There was a moment I had this past week. And it's something I kind of hit often, especially when I'm smoking. It's just I start getting into the idea of what's the point, and then I keep.
I feel that every day.
I keep having to talk myself into there isn't one, and that's fine.
Oh, dude, I have that feeling because I do so much. Like my to-do list is just fucking wild.
Yeah,
and I look at it and I go, why do I do this?
It's like I almost forget that, like, oh, it's because it also just makes me happy.
Yeah, it's fun.
And like we are so desperately searching for that in this world
of something that makes you happy.
Well, even just the idea of this podcast of like I love who we do have in our fan base, but it's not a big fan base. We haven't gotten also, I don't want to get famous off this
because I don't want people to know.
No, that'd be horrible.
Yeah, luckily for the next 51 days, there will be no cock talk from this side of the room. It'd just be all you.
We'll see where you get.
We'll see if I can do it. It's a goal, okay? We'll see if I can actually pull through.
But like just the idea of like, oh, I don't really want much out of this. It's just I like doing this, and that is fine.
Yeah, we're doing it to do it. We're doing it because we get to hang out.
Yeah, but also I think of like the sketches, which are funny and dumb, and I am proud of them. But also, it's like they serve no purpose. But then I'm like, oh wait, how do I end, or what do I do half the day? It's watch something I enjoy.
Yeah, true.
And like that is perfectly fine.
Because you consume media.
It's perfectly fine to attempt to be the person someone out there watches to enjoy.
That's what, dude, we're creating media for someone to consume.
It's so fucking weird. Like, it's also, I don't want to be like, yeah, we're doing a good thing by doing this either.
I mean,
like,
entertainment is important.
We're not serving the great purpose, though.
Entertainment is important, though.
Yes, we are the highlight of it. But also,
at least, dude, if we get just one person, it's an escape for them. That's awesome. Well, it's an escape for me to come and to record this.
That's more what I'm getting at, is that this is an escape for us alone. And like the idea, like, I don't know, I keep getting head spaces of like, why even bother doing this? It's stupid. But it's like, yeah, it is stupid.
But everything.
But also, like, the fucking real world is so fucking stupid out there. The
world's terrible right now.
Yeah.
So you might as well do things that who cares if you have a podcast?
Right, yeah.
It's just we do it for fun.
That's why I just keep needing to get over myself.
Dude, I have that thought every day. Because I literally will wake up, my alarm will go off, and I'll wake up and I go, again? Like, I'm just like, I gotta do this shit again?
Sure. Because it's like, almost like in like...
But then when I look at the day, I'm like, it's not that bad.
No.
I like the job I have. Well, I like going...
Not to mention...
I like going to work. I like doing this. I like editing. I like...
As is, we are probably in the top, 10% of human lives to have ever existed.
Yeah, probably.
As far as like highlight reels go, we are probably in the top 10% of best lives ever lived.
I fucking sleep in a comfy bed. I have AC. I have central heating.
Yeah.
I have food. I have water.
Yeah, it's like I've never needed to go hungry.
Yeah. I work at a place that
No, I go
provides food
hungry
to.
because I don't
Because
like
I'm
what's in my fridge.
Because I'm a lazy piece of shit. That's why.
or I'm picky. Like the idea of...
I mean, if you come to my house, I have nothing.
Sure, yeah.
So I go hungry sometimes.
But that's because you're lazy.
It's because I'm
piece of
lazy
shit.
piece of shit.
No, I will go hungry out of pure pickiness. And that is the most absurd...
You're like, I'd rather not eat than... And you have an entire pantry.
No, I'll like open the fridge and be like,
Nothing's good.
might as well go jerk off instead.
Yeah, might as well go look at some tits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
dude,
it's
I get it,
fucking
dude.
insane how
But also
privileged this life is.
You just get used to...
You set a new standard, and it's such a bullshit. I mean, what would Donner do? He would fucking eat a person to survive this bullshit life.
Yeah, and I'm like waking up and being like,
I'm sad.
I'm gonna shave my head.
Yeah, but I have too much hair on top of my head.
Thinking about Donner though, like, what do you start with? Like, what meat do you start with?
I would go leg and thigh, like thigh and calf.
I guess that's where the most meat is.
And also, I feel like that's
And I feel like that's like, I guess when I eat a chicken, I go to a chicken. Chicken legs my first.
I mean, our wings aren't as good as chicken wings either.
Yeah, and like a breast. Unless I don't know what breast meat probably isn't very good.
Well, also, the issue with the Donner Party is that you're getting starved people, so the meat is no longer
so
good.
it's just thin.
It's stringy. So I think you have to eat like legs.
Because that's the last meat of the meat.
probably like leg, butt,
yeah.
maybe your shoulders a little bit. Get some off that.
That'd be some muscly meat. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. But luckily we don't have to do that.
Not yet.
We just get to complain about our life.
Yeah, we'll see for how long.
I got 2 goals.
God, we're probably even like top 20% of people alive right now.
Yeah, we have a good life.
Yeah.
And we take it advantage. Take it for advantage. I got
granted.
For granted. I got 2 goals for the Moist Monday podcast.
Okay.
But they're personal goals.
Okay.
So the first one is get through 2023 videos for clips.
Sure.
So like for our Instagram and TikTok and YouTube shorts and all this stuff, I clip up episodes. I have 9 episodes remaining in 2023 to clip up. So that's kind of a feat.
Sure.
That will be kind of, because I have to re-watch and re-listen to the episodes, which sucks.
They're better or worse than today's.
Sometimes they're good.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, that's an episode, we were on fire.
Okay.
And then I look at the numbers and I'm like, nobody listened to it.
15 people saw us on fire.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, let's clip it up and hopefully people will like it.
Sure.
So my goal is to get that done. So 9 episodes and then record 2 moist movie of the months.
Yeah.
For the rest of the year. So
we
we got
need to.
to get one for
We gotta do
November.
Blowout?
And then we'll do one for December.
Okay.
We'll finish the year strong.
Yeah.
With 2 of them.
Because we took 2 months off because of the wedding?
We haven't done one
since September?
it came out the beginning of September for August.
Oh, shit.
So we missed September, October.
And-
so it's been 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we get November, December, we'll be good.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
So I think we do Blowout for the end of November.
Yeah.
And then we'll pick one for...
Blowout's supposed to be actually a really good movie.
Yeah, and I really want to see
Uh-huh.
it. Like, we just...
Really what we do is we just have to set the date to record it,
Yeah,
and
it's-
then we will watch it
And then
before
we'll get
that.
back on fucking schedule.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to do, and it's fun to watch movies.
Yeah, and it's fun to talk about movies.
Yeah,
Because also,
those are
stay
the-
tuned while I talk about 2 new movies I saw, which were insane, and I can't wait to tell Robert
Oh,
about
hell yeah,
them.
because I got a few more goals, and then we'll talk about that. The next one, though, speaking of movies,
Yes.
watch 7
Okay.
new movies.
Oh, okay.
So, like,
I thought you just meant the movie 7.
No. Yeah, watch 7 times.
Yep.
And no, watch 7 new movies. So new, I mean new to me. Movies I've never seen.
Okay.
So I have like a stack of movies that I'm trying to get through.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there's 7 weeks left in the year. That's 1 a week. That's doable.
I think you and I need to really start doing a swap,
A movie
which
swap.
we've
yeah.
done a few times,
Yeah.
but really just like always have.
Oh, I gotta get you back Multiplicity.
Oh, sure,
Wait,
yeah.
That movie.
But like if
dude,
we just
that
do
movie
it,
sucked.
I love that movie.
That movie was. I love Michael Keaton, but that movie sucked.
Fuck, damn, I love that movie.
I
remember showing
I fell
it-
asleep during it, so I haven't finished it. But like, dude, it
You
was
watched the whole
very.
thing.
You brought it up. It was very misogynistic.
It is, and I did not realize that until I watched it with Izzy.
It's
Because
like-
it's just a man gaslighting his wife.
Yeah, and he's like, because he hates doing things with her.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have enough time.
It's just, God, it's a very nice movie. So watch 7 movies, and then I have a list, so I'll write them down. And then I got 2 more goals for the rest of the year.
Okay.
Meal prep / cook once a week,
I need to do that.
minimum.
Yeah.
So like, because right now, dude, I haven't bought groceries since before your wedding. My
Since as long as you haven't been taking your pills.
I know, dude. My fridge and cupboards have been empty since before your wedding.
Okay. Yeah, not great.
Yeah, it sucks. So
Yeah.
I'm just like eating fast food, eating gas station food.
Or eating the pizza that you make.
Or eating pizza at work or Uber Eats.
Yeah, Uber Eats is really the
Yeah,
killer
it
of it all.
sucks. And that's money too.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, it's not that hard to, like, even if we just make it Alfredo, that counts as making a meal.
Also, just buy some bread.
Yeah.
And you can make sandwiches all week.
I mean, sandwiches I used to do all the time, so I
Sure.
won't count sandwiches as making a meal. But like, I would love
that
to.
can be meal prepping, though.
I would love to like get into like I would love to make a chili.
Sure.
I love chili, and I have a crock pot. So
Yeah,
it's like,
and so it's super easy.
and you just dump it and let it sit.
You just dump good things in, and then you eat a better thing
and
with it all
is
combined.
so good because it's So that's my
Because
goal.
also, I don't know if I've ever had a bad chili.
No, chili's fucking.
I think it's very easy to be good.
I eat chili from a can, and it's still
no, the
great.
canned chili is fan-fucking-tastic.
It's so good.
It's weird
And
how good it is.
I get the Aldi brand, still good.
What's the Aldi brand?
There's like an Aldi brand.
Oh, Aldi.
Yeah.
They
You
said
know what?
Aldi.
No, the Aldi brand where it's like, I don't know, 35 cents for a can of chili. And it's fucking good. And then the last goal kind of ties into the push-up one, but physical activity / workout once a week.
Okay.
I feel like that's doable.
Minimum, yeah.
Minimum. Because I'm going from 0 here.
Yeah.
So like, even if I go on a walk, that's something.
That's fair.
So,
So
like,
yeah,
if-
get a couple of those in before.
If I go on a walk and fucking do 40 push-ups,
That's a hell of a day. Yeah. That's something you've achieved.
yeah, you've achieved something. You're feeling amazing. And do that fucking daily. Oh my God.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, we'll see how I am in 51
You're
days.
gonna be a douchebag.
Yeah. I'm going to start coming in with designer jeans.
Yeah, you're gonna be like Nathan Drake.
Yeah. And just anytime a girl walks by, I'm just so horny because I haven't watched any
You're
porn.
just coming all the
Just
time.
like, God damn it. But those are my goals for the year. But I think they're all tangible, which is how goals should be.
That's fair. Mine are theoretical.
So, because I'm feeling good today, you know, it's just, I'm glad I have that because I will go through waves of not feeling good.
Sure, but like if you have something to keep yourself accountable.
And also, like, what's cool is like, yeah, for the push-up one example, I did 40 today, so I'm ahead of schedule. But
Yeah.
there will probably be a few days where I don't do any.
Sure.
So then it averages out.
It's just it's the issue
The
always
issue
is
is getting
letting yourself not do it for too long and then you give up.
If you have, my problem is if I have a fall off, I'm off.
Yeah.
I can't.
That's mine
It's so hard to
too.
get back on the wagon. It's
So-
like, dude, you weren't feeling good that day, or something happened, or something came up. Just do it the next day.
Yeah.
But mine's like, oh, not taking it, so I'm not going to take it for a month
But
and a half.
also the thing is, like with that, if something bad happens, all right, do 10 push-ups. Like there's literally no excuse not to do that.
Yeah, just do it right before bed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is right when you get home. Just-
Daily average 12. That's easy.
Yeah.
But also I'm going from 0. So like I'm trying to make them tangible and easy. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Because I think for me, I think I worked out once since the wedding, but then also I've been sick for
Yeah,
since
that's the tough
September.
part is I've been sick too, but I'm
And
feeling better now.
I think I am finally
Yes.
at another point
My
where
voice sounds like I'm not, but I am.
I think I am finally out of excuses.
Yep.
And like today was because also one of my issues that I have is I'm always of the mindset of like, well, I worked today, that's enough. I'm just gonna go home and relax. And then on my days off, I'm like, I've worked all week. I'm just gonna relax today.
it's
and then you
justification.
don't do anything.
You don't get anything done.
Yeah.
But it's tough because work is sometimes exhausting and sometimes
Yeah.
it is draining, but also sometimes it's not.
Right.
And sometimes you just go to work because you have to, and then you come home and you're like, I didn't do anything at work. I didn't do anything today.
Yeah, and then you just
don't do
lay on
anything
the
at home.
couch,
Yeah. And then you just have a shitty day for no reason.
Because there's a quote that Izzy told me. I remember it's how you spend your day is how you spend your life, and that kind of fucks me up.
Yeah, that's like
Because like
if you were to dial down my past couple 6 years, it's just a lot of me on the couch.
Yeah.
and that's
And
just gross.
especially like
Me on the couch scrolling through Instagram.
Yeah.
just ugh.
especially when there's so much to do.
Yeah, I know, dude. There's so much awesomeness in the world.
Or because even like reading feels like something. It's I read books.
Well, also it makes you smarter.
Yeah, that's
because you're
true,
reading
yeah.
words and you're reading. I don't know. It's better
get
for your
new
mind.
ideas, yeah.
yeah. It's been fun to read. I've been learning about Kurt Cobain.
How's that?
It's been good, dude.
Did you learn anything new?
I've learned a few things because I think the one I'm reading is like the definitive biography.
Okay.
Everyone's like, this is the one to read because there's so many on him. But he like interviewed like family members, bandmates, classmates.
Scroll in there.
I'm still in his young life.
Okay.
I'm still like in his high school.
Sure.
But he had a fucked up childhood.
I've listened to Montage of Heck.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, a lot of it is kind of his own doing.
Sure.
You know,
I mean, he was a self-destructive until the very last moment.
Yeah, which
Maybe.
What's wild is I relate to it a lot.
Sure.
Because he's like, oh, things are going bad. Let me self-isolate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's something that I do. Like, so I get it, but it is wild because I know how it ends.
Yeah, not well.
Dead.
I never know if because also it is that's my issue with people with the conspiracy. He would kill himself.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Like,
well, dude,
he had tried to before, or he overdosed, right?
No joke. The book starts off, I think it's before he died, but he overdosed, and he
overdosed in another country or something like that.
Well, he's overdosed many times.
Yeah, okay.
So the story starts off in the book about he had just played Saturday Night Live.
Oh, shit.
And he was in New York at a fancy hotel with Courtney Love, and he fucking, instead of going out and celebrating playing Saturday Night Live, which is one of his biggest dreams as a kid, was to play music on television, he fucking did way too much heroin, and then Courtney Love woke up and he was just a body.
Sure. God.
So he almost died. Yeah, because he, and I've done that where it's like you do the highest of
You haven't
highs.
done heroin.
No, but it's like you've done the highest of highs, but you still feel like shit.
You don't let yourself enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also sometimes you're just in a mindset where it sucks.
Sure.
You know?
But also, like, yeah, I mean, but that mindset is still not letting yourself enjoy
you're not letting
it.
yourself.
Yeah, it's something to enjoy
and,
still.
and you kind of self-sabotage and be like, well, I did it, but I didn't really.
Yeah.
You know, so then you're like, yeah, it's wild, but it's a good book. I've been liking it.
All right. You ready for another segment?
Yes, I am.
right.
A new segment?
Yes, so the movie one will come after this. This segment is called Things Robert Missed Because He Doesn't Have Social Media Anymore. Things Robert Missed. Things Robert Missed. Things Robert Missed. Things Robert Missed because he doesn't have social media anymore. Things Robert missed because he doesn't have social media anymore.
Oh, yes, I'm excited for this. Dude, I didn't even, so by the time you hear this, it's been a while. I didn't even know who won the election till like middle of the day the next day because my mom told me. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was wild. Because dude, you don't see things. Newspapers aren't a thing anymore.
I mean, kind of, but they don't get delivered to your house anymore. All right, so this, of course, we are recording this in advance, and this is news I've saved recently, so it'll be a couple weeks old. Yeah. All right, so did you know that Russia has aided the help of North Korea to fight against the Ukraine? So Russia has been asking North Korea to send their troops into the battle zone, but because the North Koreans have never had access to real internet before because they are from North Korea, they're now all addicted to porn.
Yes, dude.
That is what's happening on the front lines.
So a bunch of shoulders are like, oh my God, tits?
No, so like,
imagine
that's
not knowing porn and then just being like,
all of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
my God, I thought I was addicted.
right. Like,
Oh my God.
because you think all of them have to be like, oh, North Korea fucking sucks. They were holding this from us.
Oh my God. Yeah. They're not going to want to go back to their country.
No, like, I think this could be a real issue for North Koreans. Being
Holy
like,
shit.
yeah, the world out there, it is better.
It is better, dude.
Yeah.
Women are hot and they'll show you everything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can just Google the word butthole and,
And they'll fucking wink at you, baby.
and you can scroll for weeks and never see the same butthole
No,
twice.
and it just keeps going. You're like, God damn.
How many buttholes are there? Like,
Everybody has one.
yeah, but not everyone shows them.
And most people don't. That's the wild part.
That is wild.
Most people don't, but then there's still so much porn.
There's just so many.
And I like it. That's why I had to quit. Well, I'm glad the North Koreans are finally experiencing porn.
And this other
That's
news,
insane.
this other news
but they're
segment.
partnering up with Russia, though.
Yeah. The situation
That's not
itself,
good.
not great.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
Russia and North Korea, that's not good. I feel
Not-
like those two countries could take over the world.
They think that they could, but it would just more so end the world than them take over.
Isn't Trump friends with?
Yep. So we'll see if that helps.
So that's at least good for us.
Maybe.
Partially?
I don't fucking know,
don't know.
unless we just join them at the end and you're just like,
but
I'm
then
confused.
we're the bad guys.
Yeah, I wonder what that moment is when you look around. Like, when did like Nazis like look around and be like,
Oh shit!
I think we're the bad
Yeah,
guys.
we fucked up here.
Well, and also they're like, my shit's decorated with skulls. Like, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, we're starting to cook them. That's bad.
Yeah. Not great that we like got industrial with this situation.
Imagine like because when they first started off, they were doing decently good.
Well, it's just that he was fixing the economy and shit. The people that
the people that were introduction probably grew to the ranks, climbed the ranks, and then they're like, oh yeah, I'm a captain.
And then left turn. Yeah.
And then it's just like, well, now you're in charge of killing these people.
Well, it's,
what?
The same thing that was wrong with Germany is the same thing that goes wrong with any like conspiracy theory, and it's 2 words. It's the moment they just say the Jews. It ruins every conspiracy. It ruins every country when they start blaming shit. It confuses the fuck. Like, it's like when I'm reading an article about like flat Earth, and it's fun until they start bringing up the Jews for some fucking reason.
What does that have to do with flat Earth?
What's that have to do with anything? They just
go fucking Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's just a religion and a race. Like, it's just that.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, but they care so much, and it ruins every fucking conspiracy theory.
That's so wild, dude.
All right, and in other news, also porn related. Didn't know we were going to be on this train.
I started it.
Yep.
The porn train.
But the new action figures or Barbie dolls for the Wicked movie accidentally posted a porn site website for their website. Wicked.com is a porn site. And the people who made the like dolls or action figures or whatever just put that because they assumed that was what their website was.
So they made dolls and action figures
like
for the movie
Wicked.
Wicked.
Like a Barbie, and on the back, like where instead it would say like Hasbro.com, or I'm sure like Marvel ones have a Marvel website. Yeah. This one said Wicked.com, and that is just a porn site.
I've never been to Wicked.com. But
you have to pay to play.
Yeah, of course. Well, at least it's not fucking straight access.
No, yeah. So you go, like, because I looked at it, and it's not like straight, just like you see everything.
Good. At least because you're promoting it to kids.
Yeah, no.
Jesus Christ.
On boxes,
you think someone got fired? Oh, it's on boxes?
Yeah, no.
It's on the product?
Yes.
Oh
so
my
and they have
God.
been shipped.
So they're ruined.
Mm-hmm.
They're...
No, because I think
that's so funny.
I think they did it on so many of the toys that it's not even worth money to collect them now.
Yeah, it's just like
it's not even a misprint. It's just this is what they did.
I'm ruined.
Luckily, it's a pay-to-play website.
Yeah.
So at least
Also,
it's not
I've never-
Pornhub.com where it just starts playing.
Also, I've never gone on a movie's website or a toys website.
True, yeah.
I've never gone on the website on the package.
So the clickability, it probably, but somebody might.
Well, now everybody is.
Now everybody, and
because,
Wicked.com is now the top porn site.
yeah, I bet they got some new subscribers.
They probably got, because they're like, well, hell
yeah.
now that we're here.
She's green.
I bet they're fucking filming shit to try and...
I fucking hope so. That'd be incredible.
You gotta take advantage of the free press.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then you click on it and it's like Wicked porn?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you're like, well, I thought this doll was cute.
Well, also, like, Wicked porn, they're fucking, I think they're roommates.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, fucking Witch and Glinda.
Oh,
hell
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, they're both green.
Yeah, no, just one of them's green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And she's rubbing green all over her.
Yeah, just fucking a green scissor going at it.
Oh, yeah. My favorite.
Green.
Green. The hottest color. No, it's not.
All right, as far as like what an alien woman could be,
Green's not bad.
Green's a good one.
Depends on what type of green, though, because green can be gross.
I'm going more like you think of like aliens in like modern media, like Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy.
So
that
hot.
green,
So hot.
great green. Also, same actress, but the blue in Avatar,
Blue's hot.
also great.
Well, maybe it's just her.
That could be it too.
Because she's
yeah.
also Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, because she's also in Star Trek, and she's hot as fucking.
Yeah,
that.
she's hot as fucking that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the best color would be.
I'm trying to think of more exaggerated colors, so we're not bringing actual races.
Yeah, we're not talking about races.
No,
Like, I mean,
blue, green, red.
Yeah, like red can be hot.
Red would be kind of scary though. 'cause
Red
it
is
just-
scary.
It
'cause
feels demonic
it's
immediately.
demonic,
I feel like,
but
yeah.
also that could be hot.
Kinda hot,
Like
yeah,
if you have
that's
like
true.
a demonic woman,
Yeah.
it's kind of hot.
Because also like it's
But
not.
also like if you have like I don't know, purple. I don't know if purple would be
Purple's
hot.
not bad. I don't know. I
think green if done right.
well, because also like little green men, which is not what we're into, but still the color.
Sounds like you are. You brought it up.
But like I don't like the grays. They're not hot.
Oh yeah.
No, they're just gross.
Yeah.
And that's all. Also, they got no dicks.
Yeah, it's just
No, they're Barbied down there.
that's where we got the inspiration from.
What?
For Barbies.
For the little green or
From
the grays.
From the Greys, yeah. That's the government.
Like, what if we do this, but make it an attractive woman?
And then it's just nothing.
I do love the idea that the Greys are us in the future. It makes sense.
Well, I'm one step towards that.
That's true. Yeah, the head.
Yeah. The head. I'm gonna fill it with knowledge.
Yeah,
No porn.
You're gonna be the fuck. What if you are the missing link, and that's just what this podcast is gonna lead to? That'd be insane. Oh fuck, we would have such good documentaries done about us in like 30 years.
That'd be so fun. It was like this guy Almost died many times.
Here's the start of like it's this episode. This is the start of human transitioning into the grays.
Or they realized that something could happen.
Yeah, it's just that you become a guru from here on out, and you convince everyone to be this weird sexless thing.
I mean, I don't want to be sexless.
No, that's what you're going for now. No porn.
I said no porn.
No porn. No social media. You're not allowed to talk to anybody.
I didn't say no sex. It's just I'm not having sex.
It's just hard to find sex without these things.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna do them. So but if sex comes around in 51 days,
if sex knocks on my door,
I'm gonna answer.
Well, I'm gonna peek through the blinds first.
Oh yeah, 100% not answering. But also, dude, depends on who's at the door. Most of the time, I probably won't answer.
Dude, attractive woman at the door, equally scary than anything else.
I know, because I'm like, who's watching?
Am I in trouble?
Yeah, what's going on?
That would be my first.
Is she wearing a trench coat?
I'd be terrified.
I'd be like, nope, no one's home.
She's gonna shoot me. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna kill me. Someone's murdering me.
Right, yeah. What is optimal to knock on the front door?
Also, what if a little kid?
No,
but that's also scary.
No, because that my mind immediately like black-eyed kids.
They're coming! They're coming! Listen to me!
What?
Black-eyed kids. They're like an alien thing.
Oh shit! What is that?
They knock on doors and just try to like get inside. It's kind of connected to the Men in Black at times.
Oh, okay.
Because Men in Black is not the government researching aliens like the movies say. It is a alien thing.
Oh yeah, because isn't one of them an alien?
Well, no, I'm saying Men in Black and the not historical, but the real life accounts of them, nothing to do with the movies.
Oh, okay.
It is like they are weird aliens trying to fit in. And so so
that's why they're wearing
suits, and it's usually like these suits are like from 20 years ago, and they just look odd. It's
because they don't quite know.
No, yeah. So it's like. But
you feel like they're smart enough to realize.
I don't know, but
that's the
also,
weird part.
You think someone who is smart enough to like travel the universe, they are no longer socially intelligent.
Oh, true. Because it's like they're too autistic.
They went pretty much, honestly. Like they went
they're so
too
smart.
hard in one direction that you just lose the other aspects of life. Because also they're a different form of life.
Yeah, they're doing their own thing, and then they come to our world, and it's like people are talking about the weather, and they're like, "What? We can control the weather."
Yeah,
like,
let's control the weather.
The government.
No, those two words that ruins every. That's how a lot of conspiracies. No, that is how a lot of conspiracies end too. Is that the Jews control the weather? I'm like, what? What do they want the weather to do?
Yeah. What
do they hate a sunny day more than like what? What are they?
Are they making money on that?
Yeah, and like what money to be had?
What ad revenues on the weather, dude?
Not much. I don't think any. I mean, like.
That's the Weather Channel.
I would say if it's rainy, I'm more likely to stay inside. But also, I don't go outside anymore.
Yeah, I barely go outside in general. Yeah. That's why I gotta go on walks.
There you go. Yeah.
That's something.
Even in the rain.
Well, if it's raining, that's an excuse to not go on a walk.
That's true.
Because I go, well, the weather's bad.
I'm gonna go jerk off.
Yeah. I'm gonna go jerk off to imagination. That's gonna suck.
Or it's gonna be the best.
I don't know if
I feel like that's where you get into something weird.
Yeah, that's where
you're just like, and then tentacles show up.
But then it's like, but then I'm at the point where it's like I'm not like jerking off starting at zero.
Yeah, you need.
It's like
It's there.
It's like I'm horny.
The dam is breaking. Yeah, you're not flooding the streets.
No, yeah. No. So it could be easy. It could be easy.
Sure, yeah.
I started off with imagination.
Well, I'm gonna say you'll probably have to jump back to porn if you actually do meet a woman here in the future, because you will not be able to handle.
Yeah, just be like, oh my god, boobs, and they go, wow, you don't get out much, do you?
Nope.
Just have
hardly
a podcast.
Ever.
Just have a podcast and
my YouTube channel,
and but don't do anything else. Just read.
You want to hear about the sketch we're filming?
Yeah, dude.
It's edgy.
It's cool. It makes me laugh once.
God, we are the worst version of men.
The evolution of men, dude. We are this.
It's bald podcasters.
But speaking of bald podcasters,
number one.
We're number one.
I would say
we're also America's podcast.
If we're dominating, like if there is a like type of person that's dominating anything, it's white bald dudes dominating podcasts.
Yeah, thanks Joe Rogan.
Yep,
he started it. But speaking of white men talking about things that they love,
movies. Movies.
Don't you have two to talk about? Mm-hmm. And I was trying to like segue into.
Yeah, I assume there'll be some sort of weird cut there.
I don't think so.
Just do a little.
A what?
Like a weird cut. Do like a Star Wars cut. Like when they do the weird star transition.
The worst transition that George Lucas is somehow able to get away with.
Just do a little. I recently watched 2 movies that I need to tell you about.
Ooh, okay.
The first one is a 2020 thriller, maybe psychological thriller, if not just straight up thriller, Unhinged.
Unhinged, okay.
And I
don't think I've ever heard of this.
like trying to like pay attention to who my favorite fictional characters are. And Russell Crowe in this movie is up there on my favorite fictional characters of all time.
Oh, Russell Crowe's in it. Okay.
Yeah, and this is in 2020.
What'd you watch this on?
Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Both
Okay.
these movies are on Netflix.
Okay.
So this movie is just a woman honks at a man, but she honks a little bit more aggressively because she's having a bad day. And then he stalks her. And then he early on, he is following her and he pulls him. He's like, I'm going to teach you what a real bad day is.
Oh,
And
shit.
that's it. And he just he follows this woman, he torments her, he kills people around her, and he's like, I just want to ruin your life. I want you to think about this moment for the rest of your life.
Jesus
and
Christ.
that is because she honked at him in traffic.
I feel like that could be on the edge of like a Grindhouse film.
A little, it's less silly than a Grindhouse movie, which
It's like more drama.
it's more realistic.
Yikes.
It is so fucking good because it's just Russell Crowe at maybe his largest too. He's a big man in it.
Yeah, dude. 'Cause sometimes he can. But he's a good actor.
Yes. Well, but also he feels like sometimes he's a great actor because he does weird movies too.
But also, dude, one of my favorite movies lately is The Nice Guys.
Sure. Oh god,
And
he's so good.
He's
in that.
so good in that, dude.
I mean,
That
Nice Guys,
movie-
but also like fucking Gladiator.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Like it's, dude, yeah.
And like,
So I'm curious to see him in this role.
I loved it. It's just this man ruining this woman's life.
And she's just like, what?
That one, like, also
Of a honk?
and it's literally the end of the movie is her about like someone like cuts her off in traffic, and it's like, I'm not gonna honk. And that's
She
it.
learned her lesson.
But like, this is one of those movies where I'm in love with just the villain because he is pure evil.
It sounds like something you would do.
Well,
It sounds like if you were having a little off day and somebody fucking snapped at you.
For me, it's like if I was stuck in a Groundhog's Day like event,
You would do this.
I would do this more than a few times.
Oh, dude, if you're stuck in a Groundhog
Dude,
Day, yeah,
in a
you might as well
ground-
have fun.
In a fucking Groundhog's Day, like how many Groundhog's Days does it take for you to try to hijack an airplane?
Oh, 100%.
But like how many do you think?
You got to.
How many days go past till you try to hijack an airplane?
I'd probably say at least a year,
That's fair. 300 days.
because like you would go through the first month or so would be like,
You're
what's
trying to get out
happening?
of it.
What's happening? and then you just start getting drunk.
Well, there's the killing yourself phase.
Yeah.
There's the experimenting with every drug. Because also, you do heroin, you're not addicted the next day
Yeah,
because
because
you
you-
never fucking
'cause you
did it.
never did it, yeah.
But you still remember it.
You still remember
Ooh,
doing it.
Loophole.
Yeah, which is
Ooh,
fun.
Yeah. No, yeah, there's the
But then
drugs
you gotta
phase.
find. Yeah, the drunk phase is a big one.
Horrible. Because also, then there's the figuring out the like.
I love the concept of Groundhog Day.
I mean, there's a few good ones.
I really like my favorite Groundhog Day movie. I mean, obviously, besides Groundhog Day, is Palm Springs.
I have not seen that one.
Oh, dude! So it's Andy Samberg.
Yes.
who's
And that-
incredible.
and that girl we
and then
love.
the girl with the eyes.
Yes.
yeah, she's amazing.
Is she the one currently blowing up on the Penguin, or is that the girl who looks exactly like her? There's like 3 girls that look like that,
But-
and they're all gorgeous.
all gorgeous. Yeah, but Palm Springs is incredible because like it's a Groundhog's Day, but it's around a wedding.
Yes.
So like he
Ruins
and
the wedding.
and he goes through. Yeah, he ruins the wedding, but he goes through a big phase of just like
Isn't J.K. Simmons in that
J.K.
too?
Simmons
Yeah,
is
I've
in
seen
it,
clips
and
of
he's
it.
a big role in it, and I love him and just in everything he's in.
Yeah, so there's that. There's Groundhog's Day. There's Edge of Tomorrow.
I don't think I've ever
That's
seen
Tom
that.
Cruise, and it's a sci-fi where they're fighting an alien race, and then he gets stuck in a Groundhog's Day event.
Yeah, just fighting aliens.
So for him, it's if he dies, it repeats.
Oh, so it's a Russian doll thing,
Yes,
dude. Russian
Yeah.
doll. I love that show.
And then
Well, so it's like
Then there's Happy Death Day,
You
too.
could go on for months,
But
if
the moment you die-
but the moment you die, you go back to where it started.
yeah. Which I would prefer that. I mean, that scenario is perfect
That
because
scenario is-
also I haven't died yet.
Yeah, that scenario is way better than
Yeah, that's true. Because as a person, as of now, I have not died yet.
way better than going to bed every night.
Honestly, that is my preferred like existence. Like if I die and then I just zap back to a moment in 2007,
Yeah.
perfect.
And then you get and you're like, damn, I can relive 40 years and do it. But then you're like, but then also you go through a trial period of like, is this going to happen forever? So then you try killing yourself to see if it happens.
But also,
then it's like,
if I'm going back 40 years, I think that's something I'd be like, I'm willing to do this again.
yeah,
And
exactly.
then,
You had a great life.
yeah, you'd like forget about it by the time you reach this point. And at this point, I'd just be able to be like, yeah, I know Donald Trump wins again. Wild, right? At this point, I'd be betting.
Yeah, you'd be like, money.
Yeah. So really, my life would get better and better until the moment I die.
And then you're just like, God damn, it takes me back to jerking off in the high school
Just that
cafeteria.
one- Yeah. What?
It's always like some fucking
That moment?
Yeah, it's always-
It's like the worst moment of your
It's
life
always
is
like
where
the,
it
it's
starts.
always like
Yeah.
the fucking weirdest fucking just God damn it. And then you gotta live through the embarrassment.
Yeah, like you can't undo that one
Yeah,
event.
and that's where it starts every time. And you gotta, can you get through it?
All right, but I kind of want to think about this. How many Groundhog Days would it take for you to do horrible things? You think 9/11 would take over a year?
Yeah, I mean, hijacking a plane, that'd be tough. Because that's a big act. But
Well-
horrible things, like, what do you mean, like killing somebody?
Murder? I mean, murder probably, but still.
Murder would come sooner than hijacking a plane.
Yeah, but still, that would take a while.
It would take probably 9 months.
Yeah, that's fair.
But also, you're doing the same day over and over again. So 9 months, that's a lot of the same shit.
That's true. I mean, but there's
So it might
so
come sooner
many.
than you think.
But also, more people have lived today than days you will live your entire life.
Yeah, that's true.
So there are several different things you could do.
Yeah. I mean, you could for one of them, just stay in bed all day.
I mean,
That would probably be most of them, to be honest.
ooh, because something you could do now that we have streaming, you could watch shows.
Yeah.
You get through everything because you remember it's because the issue is like you can't do a project
You can't, yeah.
because it undoes itself.
It just, yeah. But you can consume and watch and remember things. So yes, you could
like learning the piano would be great, that kind of shit.
but also,
like,
but again, it goes back to what you were saying earlier. What's the point then?
true. I mean, because
That's the tough part. What's the point of anything?
Groundhog's Day teaches us that the perfect day is what continues. What if it's the worst fucking day? What if it's the day I do a hijack?
yeah, it's the day you hijack the plane and then you wake up and you're in jail.
Yeah, and it's
And
like,
you're just like-
oh shit.
You're like, no, but I was stuck
Yeah.
in a loop.
Fuck.
And people are like, what? You weren't.
That could be a sketch. Just the guy's Groundhog Day finally continues. That's so
And it's
funny.
when he does the worst fucking thing about it. He's done everything else. So he's like, I might as well do this.
And that's
and then he
that's
has to live through it.
That's so funny.
That sucks, dude. That's how a Groundhog movie should end.
That would be so incredible. Yeah, because I think it's Happy Death Day. It's the one day she actually survives.
Oh shit.
They also made a sequel to that, so I'm not sure what happens. Because I think Groundhog's Day, it's like he lives the perfect day, but also that movie is just him, like convincing a woman to fuck him eventually. But
Is
also,
it?
he still only has a day to convince her.
Yeah, that's the wild part. And
But it's Annie McDowell, right? Is that her name? The girl from
know.
Multiplicity.
yeah, I haven't seen that in a while. I think I like Palm Springs better than Groundhog's Day.
I mean, I don't love Groundhog's Day either. It's just they were the
first to
original.
do it. It's a great concept, a great idea.
And then the other movie I watched that became immediately obsessed with. It's called Little Man.
Little Man. Okay, never heard
It
of
is
this either.
from, which I believe I've talked about this, who I think is the most talented comedic family, the Wayans.
Oh, the Wayans. Okay, hell yeah.
And this is one of them. So Sean Wayans, Marlon Wayans are the star of it.
And it was written by the Wayans.
It was written by Keenan Ivory, Sean, and Marlon, and then directed by Keenan
What
Ivory.
year?
2006.
Okay, so this is back in the day. Okay,
So the movie is
what's it called? Little Man.
Little Man.
Little Man. Okay.
The movie is Tracy Morgan and Marlon Wayans are criminals.
Okay.
And they steal a large diamond. And then Marlon Wayans, while hiding in like a convenience store, he slips the diamond into a woman's purse so that he doesn't get caught with it.
Oh shit.
And then the woman and her husband leave. And her husband is also a Wayans family member because
yeah.
they're the other main
Yeah, of course.
characters. And then Marlon Wayans, which you don't know this, in the movie they show this, he is his face on the body of a little person. But also, I don't know.
Of course, it's 2006. There's
Yeah.
no way you could do this now.
Because there's another thing I'll tell you about it later.
Oh my
So
God.
also, I'm not sure. So it's a little person actor with Marlon Wayne's face posted on it. And it looks decent as the movie goes. You can still tell because you
can
know
tell
who
it's
you
fake.
know it's Marlon Wayans.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck?
But also, I don't know if they make the body even smaller in the scenes than it is.
Oh, shit.
Because it seems like
Exaggerated?
impossibly tiny.
Oh my god.
So it's him he disguises himself as a baby left on their doorstep that they adopt. And so
So you can get the diamond back?
yes. Because also the husband of this couple, he really wants to be a kid, but the woman is career oriented.
Oh my God.
And while adopting this child, she realizes maybe a family is what she truly wants because she loves this baby.
And it's just a weigh-in.
Yeah, it's fucking Marlon Wayans, who you will recognize.
Yeah. Is that the guy from Scary Movie?
He might be actually. He might be
The stoner guy?
not Shaggy, whatever his name is. Him. That is him, isn't it? Yeah.
It's the guy. It's the stoner guy.
What is the stoner guy's name in
from
this
Scary
movie?
Movie? Which I just watched the first Scary Movie recently. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Also from White Chicks. Shorty is
Shorty,
his name in the
yeah.
Scary Movies. I think he's in the first two.
So
He plays a
Jesus.
yeah. He pretends to be a baby, but also it includes scenes of like they change his diaper and find an adult-sized dick.
Oh my God.
They also once referenced that the husband and wife fuck one night and the baby's in a crib like at the corner of the room, and then when they wake up, she's like, "Oh, we haven't done 2 times in a night ever," and he's like, "What do you mean 2 times?" So it's just revealed through that one joke that the baby snuck in and
raped
fucked her.
her?
Yes.
Jesus
No, that
Christ.
is this fucking movie.
I mean, that's early 2000s comedy.
Yeah,
where it's just like, what the fuck?
But it's also like just like them shoving a
Jesus.
thermometer up his ass. It's all of those fucking jokes of the idea of what if a baby was an adult man.
Is it good?
No.
Oh, it's not good.
But because also I fell asleep during it, so I don't know if at the end they truly like just adopt this man because there's a scene
so it
where-
was it even funny?
yes,
Okay.
it's incredibly funny.
Where you're like, okay, but I'm only gonna watch this once ever.
I mean, I'll finish it because I'm curious if they do a heartfelt wrap up. Because there's one scene where they're like, you know what, this baby clearly had like horrible parents because they're just left at the doorstep. Let's throw it a birthday party.
Oh my God.
And while that's happening, the Damon Wayans is like crying because he had a horrible childhood, so he's finally getting a birthday party and shit like that.
This is starting to become real.
But do you want to know the most insane fact of it?
What?
So they hired little people to be the stunt or the body doubles.
Oh my God, yeah.
Both the little people were not black. So this movie had 2 little people paint their bodies and I assume parts of their face in blackface just so they can post a full-sized normal man onto the little people's bodies.
Jesus Christ.
So they were painted to match his skin
To
tone.
match his skin color. So they did
So-
everything but blackface.
I wouldn't
And
be
probably
surprised if they went all
Well,
in.
they probably had to do a little bit of blackface to cover up if there was any.
Anything else, yeah, to fit the
Jesus
shape.
Christ.
No, so like not only did they have I don't even know if normal size is the correct way to say it, but a average size man playing a little person, which I know is a huge issue too.
Oh my
Gary
God.
Oldman did it, but also they made the 2 little people literally do blackface, and I think that is the most interesting thing a movie to ever do.
mean,
I want to see the behind the scenes.
That is hilarious.
so fucking bad.
The fact that it was written and then made and then also starring the Wayans, like, because
They also did White Chicks,
Yeah,
which
they-
that's an
they
insane
probably
movie.
did that because they thought it was funny.
Yeah,
like
no, they
100%.
didn't. No, it was purely driven by humor, and this movie's fucking funny. It's
Now
not
I'm
good
curious.
in any way.
I've never even heard of this movie.
Me neither.
I also don't know much about the family in general.
Well,
I
I
know
mean-
they had like a sitcom for a while, but I've never seen
Yeah, they
it.
had a Wayne's sitcom.
Was it like a sketch show?
So they did a sketch job to begin with,
Oh,
and that
okay.
was In Living Color.
Oh shit!
In
Okay,
Living
that's where they-
Color, I think probably had the best. Like I guess
Damn, I
I don't
didn't
know.
know that's where they started. Okay.
I don't know how many seasons they had, but like their like laugh per minute probably beats every other sketch show.
Damn. Okay.
At least back then.
Yeah.
No, like they are fucking bangers. Because also, I think they are the most talented family enterprise
Oh,
of all
yeah.
time. I mean, they're still fucking going.
Yeah, they're still doing because the guy I can't remember what his name is, but the guy from New Girl,
Or no, that's Damian Wayans Jr.
Damian Wayne
yeah.
Jr. Yeah.
Because also Damian Wayans is probably my favorite of the family because he did Major Pain. That movie's fucking fantastic.
But then he went on to do New Girl, and then he's still doing things.
He had his own sitcom and he's done several others.
Yeah, he's done several other sitcoms, and I feel like their type of humor though definitely isn't PG. So I feel like nowadays, are they doing anything?
Well, I told you about this earlier. They got the rights to the Scary Movies back.
Oh,
so the Wayans
fuck,
family
yes.
is doing the next Scary Movie.
But how do you make? Because I just watched the first Scary Movie, and it's incredible. But there is a lot of like early 2000s jokes.
My hope is they just do it.
They just commit it.
I hope they have not progressed whatsoever.
They're 100% like this is. It's still funny to call people.
I hope
gay.
Yeah,
Like,
sure, yeah, that's
that's a lot of the jokes.
that is true. But
And
also,
dude, in Scary Movie 1, there's a guy that's like mentally challenged, and they make fun of him all the time, and I think they call him the R word.
wait till you see the second one. There's even more.
Yeah, it's like,
And then the third one, which is my favorite.
I love the third one.
Because then 4 and 5 were made by other people, but I think it's 6 is where they're coming
but
back.
At least they got so it's confirmed they're working on another one.
Yes, they got the rights back. Because also, like, to me, they are the funniest
They're
family.
so good.
They perfected it. Because also, do you know who, besides them, the most successful person from In Living Color is?
Jim Carrey.
Yep. And it
Fire
was so
Marshal
early,
Bill.
he was James Carey.
Oh, that's before he was Jim.
Also, because they had girls dancing in the between scenes called Fly Girls. That's where J-Lo got her start.
Oh shit,
She was a fly girl.
that's kind of wild. I mean, it's kind of like if you think about it, like Amanda Bynes on all that,
Sure, but
Keenan.
Keenan.
I mean, exactly.
Izzy and I were talking about that earlier today because we watched some of the SNL clips that came out this week, and it's just that Keenan better get like a Lifetime Achievement Award because he's been doing sketch comedy for at least 30. No,
I mean, he's probably in his 50s, dude. He's been doing it since he was like 11.
yeah, he's been doing it since he was a fucking child.
Yeah, because he was on. I think it was all that.
Yeah, he was all that. Then Keenan and Kel, and then also Good Burger,
and then also, dude,
the movies.
He's been on SNL
I think the longest.
the longest. Like,
Which
he's
wild.
still around.
Because I thought he was done with it, but no, he's in this season too.
Yeah, he's just. I don't think he's in as many sketches, but he's still a part of it. And I still love him.
Yeah, no, he's
still Keenan.
fantastic. But like also, I've never seen a movie he starred in. Granted, the only movie I know that he starred in is Fat Albert.
The live action.
Yeah, which we talked about making a Moist Movie of the
we
Month.
probably
That's on
will
the
do that.
list.
It's on the list for Moist Movie of the
So I'm
Month.
very curious about how they do that.
I feel like that movie's gonna be problematic too.
Probably. Well,
But
also
also-
because it's got Cosby's name all over it.
Yeah, but also,
Probably
if
good.
you just watch it for what it is, it's probably pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like you listen to anything or watch anything, it's from the time it is.
Yeah.
And also, I guess this is me saying it as a white dude. Times were better back then. So yeah, that might be just from my specific point of view of a man who didn't live through the 80s.
Were they better because of the two words?
the R word and
Jews?
the F word? Oh, I thought you were saying the R word and the F word, which is used so much back then.
Oh, it's used so much.
It throws me off. Even like you
dude,
go like mid 2000s.
The R word, I get.
Sure.
Because I'm like, oh, I used to say that.
Yeah.
But like, dude, the F word, like the other word for gay.
yeah.
Because I used to say that's gay all the time. But
I
people
never
would-
said FAG.
I never
yeah.
said that.
I would say
never
gay
said,
constantly.
Yeah, I never said
though.
the F word, but it's wild how much that's in movies where it's like, God, and that's a strong word.
Or the full word?
Yeah, where you go.
Yeah.
Where it's like the two syllables.
Yeah, like in
That's-
Fast and Furious 3,
yeah,
Tokyo Drift.
That's aggressive.
No, that's Fast and Furious 1.
That's Fast and Furious
Where
1.
It's like you like that tuna sandwich.
Yeah, dude. Well, I just watched. Speaking of another early 2000s movie, Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, it's full of everything.
Well, blackface.
Yep.
But then also he plays it. What's his name? Plays a guy that was
Robert
in
Downey Jr., yeah.
Well, he plays blackface, but then Ben Stiller, the movie he did before Tropic Thunder, he plays a mentally challenged
Right,
guy.
yeah. They do that face, yeah.
Yeah, where it's just like, Jesus.
Like, I think the only way they got, like, they made that okay is that they're actors doing that. It's the
because
same reason
it
why,
made
like,
it
It's
meta.
Always Sunny was kind of allowed to do blackface. It's because they're playing a character doing blackface, which is also
because
insane.
they legit do it on the show.
I think 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, because of the show that or the movie they're
Yeah,
making.
they're filming a Lethal Weapon movie.
Which is so freaking wild. I mean, it is funny.
And I won't lie, I'm not gonna say I've never thought about what would I look like with blackface. I'm curious.
I mean, I've done whiteface.
Yeah, that's true. Whiteface as a black man, Michael Jackson. Yeah,
So like that, you're allowed to do that.
that's layered. Yeah.
So if I like,
But also, if you were like, I'm gonna do this, and then you started with a black or a dark brown,
And then
put white over it,
that's method acting,
that's so
dude.
funny. But like if we were talking Groundhog's Day, there might be a day where I try that just to see what it looks
Yeah,
like.
going back to Groundhog's Day. I mean, dude, in a Groundhog's Day situation,
You can do anything.
you would do anything.
You test boundaries.
You
But,
100%.
like, this fear is what is the day I do blackface, the day that
The day
continues.
that continues. It's you do blackface and hijack a plane.
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, this is what Jacob White's up to. It's like, I lived for 4 years before this ever happened.
Dude, it's so insane to think about though a groundhog situation. And like just imagine that you wake up in your own home. Like it's not like you're on a trip or anything.
Yeah.
Just all the shit that happens in Des Moines in a single day that you don't even experience.
Sure.
That you would eventually experience by doing a Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I'm going to this neighborhood. Damn, a whole fucking life's happening.
I would do every concert. I would do every event. I would do like all the small shit.
Because there are things happening every day.
So really, if you had Groundhog's Day in like New York City, you'd be good.
Oh my God. You could go a block over and fucking
you could
have
live
at least a week.
Yeah, you could live a day every single place. Because I think Des Moines you'd run out probably within like 2 months.
Yeah, but still,
Unless
dude.
you like really like somehow figure out how to get into people's houses and hang out with them. That's usually you only have a day to make connections too.
Yeah, because you're still going into places knowing
New. Yeah,
new. You're going in with a sense of confidence.
That's true. And also, if I know everything about you, maybe I can like break down all your walls real quick.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and especially you can take multiple days to break someone's wall down.
Well, no, you can't take days to break them down. It's just you can learn how to do it fast.
So you can eventually go in and be like, "Oh, you like tomato soup?"
Boom,
and they're
boom,
like, "How
boom.
do you know that?"
Well, I mean, that's what he does in Groundhog's Day. Is he learns like 3 facts from a woman so he can fuck her the next day.
And then isn't he watching like Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy or something?
Oh, maybe. Yeah,
I think he's watching Jeopardy
probably.
where he's just like, "I know it."
Oh fuck! If I could do the Wheel of Fortune day over and over.
That was just a random Thursday.
Well, I'd have to figure out the exact time to submit my thing.
Yeah, to get picked.
Maybe that's what it would be.
And then you're like, "Damn, I got $750. Can I get the 10,000?"
Yeah, let me spin this a little harder than yesterday.
Yeah, that would be wild if it was just a mediocre day that you had to live.
Well,
over
like
and
the
over
good thing
again.
is you never have to go to work. You can miss a day of work.
Yeah, you could no call, no show because it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, my bank account's big enough. I can do pretty much anything in a day.
But also, dude, you couldn't. A day is tough though. That's why I'm way more intrigued in like the Russian doll situation.
Sure, until you die.
Until you die.
But also, then you have to die to figure out that's the case.
Yeah, which is insane because I've made it this far and
Without
haven't
dying,
died.
yeah.
What if we all are living that?
Maybe there's a movie about that. I can't remember what that was. It's a Jason Segel movie. It's decent.
Well, Jason
Wait,
Segel.
no, not Jason. Wait, is that who I'm thinking of?
The guy from How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah, the Muppets guy. Yeah,
Jason Segel?
Yeah, not Steven Seagal.
Yeah, I was
Jason
thinking
Segel.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, no, he didn't do anything that
Jason
deep.
Segel, I love him.
Yeah.
I really want to watch his show. It's him and
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. That show looks really good. Looks really raw. But we like talking pop culture. We like talking movies. We like talking we like talking everything.
We just talk.
Yeah,
I mean, all the show is two friends just talking about bullshit.
It's 100% what we do when we go to the bar.
Yeah.
Or in your kitchen.
Yeah, it's just that.
It's just-
We're gonna go and continue to do this.
Yeah. Think about what you guys don't hear. There's a lot of F words and R words. No, just kidding. We don't say them that often. This is the Moist Monday Podcast. Thanks for freaking listening. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads, Moist Monday Podcast. Send us an email, moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com.
Watch those movies I just talked about and let me know what you think about them.
Yeah.
You will have an opinion on both of them.
I'm intrigued.
You need to watch the Russell Crowe. I love that one so much.
Well, I'm intrigued by the Wayans brothers movie.
That one is because that one was just a suggested movie. I think Izzy and I were gonna run downstairs for something, grab it, and then come back upstairs. So I just hit play. So when we came back upstairs, it would just be on, and I didn't really know
Were
what
you
it was.
high for it? I feel like
Probably.
a Wayans brother movie. You got to be high.
Sure, and she fell asleep pretty early.
Yeah, of course. Because
So I was just like-
she's like, I hate this. It's terrible. But make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. We have faces. We also have video on Spotify. Rate us 5 stars on all the apps. Do all the things. Share us with a friend. Share us with an enemy. Share us. Let's just freaking spread the moisture.
Yeah, spread the moisture.
Spread the moisture.
This is America's podcast, by the way.
Yeah, it's America's podcast. So we'll leave you on that.
Bye, everybody.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, bud.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.